Hello everybody and welcome back. Good to talk to all of you again today. And today I have a replay for all of you. This is actually one of mine when I was playing the Salem. This happened a couple of days ago during stream, but it was probably my best battle. Not really going to say best in terms of my own performance per se, but the best battle in terms of excitement that I've had. Really haven't had much like this in World of Warships in a very, very long time. Another thing, of course, is that hopefully, and I'm really sincerely hoping, today during the course of this recording, the sound does not have any artifacting or whatever that I had in yesterday's video. For whatever reason, I think I found the cause of whatever was going on yesterday. Somehow, my microphone, which was normally set to be 80% input volume, had somehow changed itself to 100%, which is kind of weird. It is possible that, and this is my guess, that I might be doing the what we call online classes and stuff like that, and some of them require us to enable a microphone, and that during one of the enabling processes it just kind of kicked it to 100% and left it there. So it's probably the reason why the microphone just was picking up way too much. Hopefully today this is better. Anyways, all right, so obviously Salem plays very similar to a Des Moines, so obviously I am going to be looking for island cover. This is sort of very standard play. Now, if you take a look at what's going on, there is a bit of it's like a decent split in terms of the teams. I mean, obviously the north flank is going to be a bit weaker, so that flank is probably going to end up, let's say, a little bit more defensive. And, to the south we have a little bit more ships, but we'll see how this plays out. So at the very start of the game already, enemy team's Holland, big mistake, gets himself clapped really, really hard. And you can see the position of my Marceau in the division, and you can already see where this is going to go. That Holland has absolutely no idea. It's probably going to stick to the island and is probably going to turn out and is going to run straight into the Marceau. So technically speaking, this should be a huge opening advantage. We took out one of their tier 10 destroyers. And this should, in theory, give us a head start in the game. It doesn't. Not at all. So here we go. Let's take a look at this. There we go. Yeah, Marceau just opens up, and it doesn't take long, right? Marceau's DPM is quite ridiculous, and there goes the Holland. Perfect. Things are looking good until you quickly realize that our Z52, yeah. So yeah, by the way, as a destroyer player, you don't usually want to go where that Z52 is on this map. Going there, especially at the beginning of the game, you can get yourself trapped quite easily because this huge island that I'm next to right now, it blocks off your turnout. So going inside early, if you get caught, not a good idea. Anyways, I'm pretty happy. I'm just gonna sit right behind this little drop, I guess, in landmass, and then fire over it, and I should be able to get shots. First thing that's a little worrying is, of course, seeing the position of my Yamato. This is not really a Yamato position. So seeing a Yamato behind here, it's like, okay, that's not really where I expected you to be. But hopefully, I think this Yamato is going to back off, and then we'll see where the Yamato decides to go. But yeah, already not a good sign, but it's okay. For now, everything's fine. This battle is about to go very pear-shaped very quickly, actually, and I'm going to get caught in a couple of really bad situations. By the way, Salem's super heal is actually going to help me in this game. Because if I was playing a Des Moines, I think I would have died a lot earlier. Anyways, we're facing quite a bit of pressure over here as well. And then remember that Slava that was originally heading in our direction? Yeah, the Slava's gone. Slava's gone. Okay, so it's not great. I mean, we went from a numerical advantage on this flank to nothing. We don't have a numerical advantage. We're at a disadvantage now, so that's not particularly great. In some ways, it's also starting to be more of a trend lately. For whatever reason in World of Warships, it's just like you can start with an advantage on a flank, and then suddenly, for no apparent reason, a whole bunch of ships decide, you know what, we're not really going to keep going here. It's just really weird. Considering that, we've taken care of the Holland already. Marceau's heading into the B cap because Marceau thinks there is also a Shima there, so he called for radar, so I provided that for him. But yeah, I mean, if the Slava and the Yamato and, everybody's still sort of coordinated correctly, I mean, we should still have this flank, I mean, the Holland from the other side who took the C cap is coming back here, so this should be okay. Marceau unfortunately did have to back away because there's a lot of stuff over there, a lot of Daka ships, the Conqueror there. There's a DM there. Colbert's over there. So probably not good for the Marceau to dive in on a ship that has concealment advantage on him. But you would think, considering that we lit the Shimmo with radar, that this should have given the Holland a bit of an opportunity here. Doesn't happen. It actually doesn't happen. The Holland decides that, yeah, he's not really interested in either to try to do anything here. So, yeah, you'll watch the Holland. It's, you know. Anyhow, so obviously we went from having, you know, somewhat tenable situation here on this flank, and now it looks like we're going to have to start pulling back a little bit. Not too much, a little bit. What, of course, has happened is pay attention to the other flank. Yeah. The other flank's gone. It's just straight gone. We don't have a other flank anymore. The Montana Thunderer that was over there decided that no, they're not particularly interested in staying there. You figure that maybe they've taken some heavy damage and that's why they're retreating. But at the time, I was a little bit more engaged with this side. And the other side, obviously, I looked at the general movement of the ships at the time. You know, look at the Slava, look at the Montana, look at the Puerto Rico. It looked like they were falling back. So, gave me a little bit of a sense of safety, I think. That will cost me, you'll see. And it's after that, that's when I had to really attempt the comeback here. That's not easy. Anyways, so the other direction, can't really fire at that anymore. I mean, you know, the ships went behind cover and not getting much. So decided to move over to here, a slightly different spot with another drop in the island. And of course I fire a salvo and I immediately get detected. So this raises some alarm bells because that means that there was a destroyer who was right in that little gap between the B and C who spotted me. That was probably the Shima. And, you know, that was just not great. Got caught by GK. Heavily damaged. Really, really heavily damaged. Now, thank goodness, like I said, because Salem has a super heal, you can take a little bit of this damage, but not too much. You just can't eat too much of that. Of course, this Conqueror is there in a position where it is vulnerable, so I'm still contributing my DPM, even though right now I really should just be trying to get out of this, right? Contributing my DPM, and then of course I went, oh, shh. Because, yeah, the other flank, remember those two battleships that just ran away? Yeah, took another huge salvo, and had to slam on the brakes immediately because I knew that there was going to be a follow-up salvo from Slava, follow-up salvo from probably the, like maybe the Puerto Rico. There's got to be another salvo coming in, so you just saw me hit that, you know, brakes and then turn in aggressively, because if I kept going the same way, I would have died like right here. 6,000 HP left. 6,361. That's all I got. So yeah, you figure that our battleships must be like super damaged if, you know, they're in the position they are, because they're all the way in cap, right? And so I'm in such dire condition, you know, and Puerto Rico is within range, can't really get away right away. And there's my double take. No, they were not that damaged. No, they just, yeah, they weren't hurting. All right, so my problems are magnified like many times over. Don't really have the HP. Did manage to get another heal off. That's good. Still having battleships shoot at me, and of course our battleships are, I don't know. Actually, you know what? Let's not talk about it. And that's the Montana, by the way. That Montana actually almost ended up on the other flank. Okay, things are not looking good at all. They have cap advantage. We have a momentary small points advantage. That's all we've got right now. But they have a cap advantage, and by all means, right now our situation is looking terrible. Absolutely terrible, because they are basically having a broad front. We have a very narrow line, and they technically could just pincer us. So right now, if on their team, their Montana pushes incorrectly, their Slava pushes incorrectly, this is game. That's over right here, right now. But this is where it's like, you know, you really need your BB players to like start doing stuff, right? And yeah, just watch. The battleship play in this game made me want to pull my hair out. Anyhow, all right, Puerto Rico, not super healthy. About, yeah, okay, it's healing right now, but around like, let's say 11, 12k HP. Start shooting, because a DM should be able to, or not a DM in this case, but a Salem, whatever. They're the same ship in terms of firepower. should be able to take down a rather lower HP Puerto Rico, because I am going to get behind island cover here. So that's good. So open up here, try to get some more damage here. Okay. And we lose vision. Yeah, we have no vision either. Yep. That was like one of those things in this game. Just like, oh, all right. Got to push out. Got to take a risk. Got to try not to get blapped by the Puerto Rico. Had a little bit more of safety room there. Wasn't within immediate detection range, so managed to get in another couple of shots. Managed to get myself angled here. Okay, Puerto Rico is down. That's good. All right, GK is pushing up. And GK, I don't think he's going to be able to get shot off on me here because I am going to be... Yeah, he's going to go behind the island, so I'm okay here. Okay. I think I might have to get... Yeah, I'm going to get caught on this island just a little bit. Not good. I think if the Marceau over there had a little bit more vision, I think he might have been able to kill me if he just loaded AP and started going at me. Luckily, again, that island. So, really just using whatever islands I can to block vision. Okay, so only need to back out a little bit, and we are okay again on this side. Now, remember I said their battleships made a huge mistake. Their Montana and their Slava, they had a huge advantage. Had they actually come up and pushed, this game could have been over. Okay, because we really need our battleships. By the way, remember that Thunderer? Kind of needed that Thunderer. And remember that Montana? We kind of needed both of them to just kind of be on this flank. But anyways, got spotted. Suggested to me at that time, the only thing that was close to me was a Shima. Because there's just nothing else, right? I know where the Marceau is. Only thing was the Shima. Managed to pop a radar, catch the Shima, get a couple of good hits in there. There we go. Temporarily incapacitated one of the torpedo tubes too. That's something. Shima took some damage. All right, so that Shima's going to be a little bit less brave now, which is going to be good. But of course, I need to get rid of one of these battleships. Montana's already really low, but the Slava is a problem. The Slava's positioning, if used correctly with its railguns, like one mistake, I'm going to die. So I'm trying to hit the Slava. And you need your battleships. In a situation like this, like I really need the battleships. I need the BBs to be out here doing something. And also the other thing is you want the battleship to go out, right? So I want the Montana to go outwards. So you'll see me ping on the map. I want the Montana to go out. And the reason I want him to go out is because by moving him out, we split the axis of fire a little bit so that the other ships on their team have to sort of think about, hey, which direction do we need to be, you know, to deal an angle with, you know, the ship. If they're all on the same axis, which we were for a while there, it allows them to just angle us by all sort of pointing in one direction. Anyhow, finally, Montana does go out, which is good. So at least that Montana does listen. That's good. And that provides me with vision on the Slava. So that allows me to start raining down fire on the Slava. My own Slava, of course, is behind me. Anyhow, I told you, this game is a frustrating one from a battleship perspective. The Thunderer, you know, let's not talk about him. He's dead, and yeah. Anyhow, so continue to spam down the Slava. I need to get rid of the Slava, because the Slava is really restrictive on my ability to do anything right now, because he just needs vision on me once, right? And he will get me. But I know he's reversing, so even when he's backing up, I'm still shooting using the little circle on my mini-map to position like sort of right behind his icon and sort of take shots at him. To sort of hopefully tag him with a bit more damage, maybe a little bit more fire. Hopefully he goes down. There we go, get another fire there, that's good. Just blind firing right now because, again, no vision. Desperately need this. You know, we desperately need this. I need this Montana to be like more aggressive, get in there, keep trying to get vision, whatnot. Okay, nothing. That's not good. Oh, there he is. Okay, so Slava's still burning. That's good. Okay, that last fire that I managed to get on did stick. Shima torpedoes again, I think. Those are Shima torpedoes. I'm not 100% sure. I think those were, because there's going to be another 2 sets coming this way. So, pretty sure that was a Shima torpedo. The Shima did turn back around to get those torpedoes on me. Okay, get another radar off. Alright, catch the Shima again. So that's good. Also catch the Marceau. So I've caught both of the enemy destroyers here. Now here I have to play a little bit more aggressively. Okay, Slava's burned down to death. Good. So that frees me up on that flank. No danger there. That's good. Have to kill this. Oh, and there's a Venezia in that smoke in front of us. Oh, that's not good. Okay. So there's a fuel smoke Venezia right now. He just hit me. That hurts. I'm going to try to hold back on this heal until I absolutely need it. Try to get as much heal as I can. trying to kill this Marceau, but like this bloody dispersion. This dispersion did not help me at all. Come on. That did not help. Okay, got the heal off. That's good. Okay, got the Marceau. That's good. There's the Marceau's torpedoes. All right, Shima is still within range. Still gonna try to pepper the Shima here. He's just very low. I just need to get rid of this DD if possible. And lost vision. That's not good. All right. Very low HP. I'm at like 4,000 right now. This is like desperation moment. Okay, luckily the Shima went behind his smoke. That's good. The two cruisers shifted behind the island, so they've lost their chance to shoot at me. I'm gonna have like 2,000 some HP here by the fire. Yep, there we go. 2,800. Fire is done. Okay, so I've got one more heal. I've got one more DCP. I've got 2,000 HP. I've got a Slava that's not particularly keen for, you know, doing a lot of things. Right now, I think really the Slava should be like trying to pull distance out if he wanted to. Yeah, that would probably be a much better idea, so he can back up the Montana. I need to get behind this island. I need a radar to come back because I need to get vision behind it. And our Montana probably should be doing the same thing. Like, you know, like either him or the Slava, one of them needs to go out. And the reason why is they can then pressure something like this DM. So the DM won't have an easier time out in the open ocean like this. Either one of those BBs would have been okay. But they really like islands. It was just a thing in this game. The BBs really liked islands. And that's not a thing, by the way. Like, if you're a Battleship player, don't just go sit behind an island. It's not your position. Leave that for the cruisers. You know, as a battleship, you have the armor, you have the ability to tank, and tanking meaning just like angle yourself properly, right? Like, you know, it's not like full bow in or whatever. It's like, you know, using your belt armor or whatever, just angled in that kind of manner. Even if you're sort of kited away, you can angle, you know, in that sort of manner where you're hard to kill. But don't go behind islands. You know, island is not your thing. But it was a little frustrating. This battle, like I said, was frustrating. Okay. It's not good. You know, we're still down on points quite heavily. Time is really starting to take out now. We got about 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. They still have these cruisers over here. Trying to get some shots in on this DM. Trying to just kind of pressure this DM away. Oh, there's the Venezia. Okay. So I know where the Venezia is. Venezia's got torpedoes off and the Venezia's turned away. Actually, you can tell the Venezia's already turned away. So that's not good. That means the Montana is going to eat a torpedo here. That isn't great. Okay, Shima popped up. Okay, that's good. Shima's popped up. First salvo into the island. That's not good. Come on. There we go. Attack the Shima here. The Shima was really low. That's good. Get rid of the Shima. It actually gets me my Kraken, by the way. Didn't, like, oof. At the time when I was doing this was, like, so intense. I almost did not notice that at all. Still continuing to shoot at the Des Moines because I just really want to keep that Des Moines suppressed. And, oh my god, there's the Shima's torpedoes. Okay, that's scary. That's scary. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Oh, I gotta stop. Okay, there we go. Alright, good. Okay. Alright, Shima torpedoes dodged. Good. Alright. Now, take a look and, you know, and this is another thing, right? Always make sure you pay attention to what's going on in the battle. Okay, we've got a minute 40 something seconds left. They're up about 100 points right now. We're even on caps. Our Slava's gonna get onto the cap, but I don't think this is gonna be enough time to turn this in terms of points gain. So, either one of those battleships, they need to go and kill this Venezia. So one of these two BBs, they have to kill this Venezia. But if you actually pay attention, the Venezia has an island. I'm not sure if this Venezia has a fuel smoke or whatnot. So technically speaking, and you know, if this Venezia manages to get himself behind that island, I don't think the Slava or the Yamato can get shots on him. And this isn't good, because if we can kill the Venezia and they just stall out the next 60 seconds, they win this game. So I have to make a play here. So I noticed the Venezia does fire. That's good. So I'm going to go for it. I have to go for this kill, because if I don't get this point swing, we lose the game. So here we go. Going for the kill here. I'm going to pop out. Ideal, I'm going to kill him on this first salvo, but the dispersion wasn't great there. And okay, that's not good. Okay, second salvo, good. I have the like nice fast reload. Done. Nailed the Venezia. Point swing in our favor now. That is good. But I only have 2,800 HP, so I pop the heal now because I'm going to need it now, because I need to try to heal up as much as I can during this engagement with this DM. DM hits me. Okay, that hurts. HP goes down. Jeez, I'm being brought back from like the dead. Little tiny bit there. Okay. But remember, their Des Moines has really high rate of fire as well, right? So it's not like, you know, it's not like I'm facing something really slow rate of fire. That DM is ridiculously high rate of fire. But I've also got him spotted, which is good. My HP drops to 46. 46. We're just running out of time, right? With 20 seconds, and like I said, if I just did not decide to go for that play, they really could have just stalled. The Venezia, if he just puts himself behind the island, just could have stalled a minute. So I had to make that play. But by going out, I opened myself up to this DM, and just by doing that last little bit, staying alive, getting vision on the DM, Battleship was able to blap the Des Moines. Game. 23 seconds left on the clock. This is my most intense World of Warships battle in a very long time. And I'm glad I get to share it with all of you. Anyways, 6 ships sunk, 7 fires, 1 citadel, 150k damage. I mean, damage-wise, it's not like one of those crazy battles, but it was just intense. Just over 1 million credits earned, 13,000 experience, get myself a Kraken. And that was one for the ages. and I haven't really been able to have these kinds of games. World of Warships, for whatever reason, just doesn't have that level of intensity. Anyways, Venezia, Marceau, and me, we combined for 9 kills, and no joke, like the Marceau did crazy things. I think that's DD, like also had just millions of potential damage there as well. Very good game. Our BBs were, let's not say too much about that. They did manage to pick up some damage at the end, which is I think what helps them as well. But if you take a look at the losing team, they had a whole bunch of people up there as well in terms of base experience earned. So there we go. As a Salem, I took 88,000 damage. And man, and considering that I was playing the latter half with that much HP lost, you know what? Maybe the improved adrenaline rush helped. I'll just attribute it to that. We won this because I had more AR. It was just one of those games where it's just crazy. Yeah, and there we go. Credits earned, just over 1 million. Anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this battle. I hope the audio issues are fixed. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers for this one. Of course, if anything comes up and is not so good, let me know in the comment section below. Aside from all that, folks, take care. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to all of you again next time.